Trying to get this app made a lot of noise. Startle my darn self. Okay, so I'm mainly just testing to see if I can get art streams done because I'm considering doing commissions. Y'all are welcome to hang out with me if you want. If you're not in the mood, that is fine too. I'm just kind of so I don't have a tablet. I just kind of make do the best I can with shape, curve tool, make it work. Naming layers so I can find stuff. Not sure if y'all can see, I'm using the sketchbook brush just because it's kind of harder to notice mistakes made in that, I guess. At least that's what it feels like. Hello, welcome in. Just doing a low-key stream tonight. Mainly just testing to see if I can do art streams. I've thought about doing commissions. I don't know if that would actually work out, but it'd be nice just having proof that I'm a real human. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Chilling out without a tablet because I haven't used one in a few years, so if anything looks a little funky, that is why. I hope you're all doing well tonight. I forgot to turn on my music. We now have music. Wanted something chill tonight. It's been a long week and I figured cozy drawing and some Animal Crossing music would be just the thing. I end up doing my sketches on paper. I'll zoom out so you guys can see what I'm working on. Ta-da! I am doing a thumbnail for my old Majora's Mask playthrough, which I never finished. But I might go back to it one day. What is super lips? How is that different than lipsy? Lips? I have no idea how words work right now. I'm just trying to function. I don't think I can make it exactly how I want to. That's alright, we got the curve tool for that. Hopefully the music is playing alright. I used to use the, gosh, I can't think of what the tools use now, but extract lines. And that was fine for a while, but now that I'm doing transparent stuff, I gotta be a little bit more careful, I think. And I'm just not in the mood to clean up a sketch, to be honest. So it's a little bit easier for me to just do this instead. It's not perfect, but art doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. I'm not entirely sure how I even want to color this. I've been having fun just doing no shading. Shading kind of overwhelmed me for a bit, so I've been taking it easy. I do. I have really been enjoying drawing again lately. I took a very long break from it. I say very long, but it was months. But I decided I wanted to come back when I made this PNG Tuber channel. I even made something a little bit special that I'm going to be showing off in tomorrow's stream. It's not perfect, but again, we're not going for perfect, we're going for fun. I've also set it up so that when I take the VOD from this, put it on YouTube, the music won't be part of it, so no copyright strike this time around. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. I need to find, like, some copyright-free music, I think. I'm not entirely sure where folks do that. think that's just something worth researching as well. While I consider doing commissions, I don't even know where I'd particularly go. I've seen some people say Etsy, I've seen some people say artistry or vegan, but I'm not really going anywhere with too big of an audience. Like, I'm happy to have you guys, but I don't have like buyers. But I thought, hey, it's worth a shot. I like doing commissions, I like doing art. And if people don't mind simplicity, you know, see what we can do. Right now, though, I'm mainly just drawing for me. Hello, welcome in. I know the stream wasn't announced. My schedule's gotten all funky, so I don't really know when I'm streaming tomorrow, but I don't know when I'm streaming after that. I have to fix those lines. Because as I try to look for a new job, who knows when they'll want me to work. So I'm trying to keep my schedule open. Hello, sorry about the ad. Thank you for sticking around through it. It's nice to have you in here. Nice to have anyone in here who's willing to hang out. I was just saying I'm considering doing commissions, not entirely sure how that'll work out yet. But just something to think about for me. Need a better way to keep an eye on my streams so I can see what's going on in it. I never know when folks are getting ads. I remember last time I was saying something about Two-Face, my husband, and of course, right when he was trying to figure out what I had to say about him, he got an ad. So I had to show him the clip later and be like, no, baby, it's nothing bad. Ad, struggle of jobs. I kind of would like mission-based or online work. As much as I like dealing with customers and I think I'm good at it, and I've had customers tell me I'm good at it, doesn't really ever seem to really work out for long. I'm wondering if I'm more of just a work from a distance, send polite email sort of person. Yeah. I changed some stream settings, so I do just want to ask if you guys can hear the music alright. Just some cozy Animal Crossing music with rain noises in the background. I thought it would be cozy to listen to. And while you're telling me that, I I was honestly debating on whether I wanted to do the stream because someone helped me figure out what I was doing wrong and why I couldn't pull this up correctly. It turns out you kind of need to select window capture, not game capture. And it's like, that would have solved a lot of problems. Oh, the sound is drowning my voice out? Okay. How about now? Is it better now? I was trying to fix some sound settings, but didn't have a chance to test them. But it's good to know we're doing it now instead of tomorrow during the game stream. I can also get closer to the mic if that's what y'all need. Okay, thank you for giving me feedback. I do appreciate you all. But yeah, just trying to figure out what I can do to help myself in the meantime. And just also trying to pursue hobbies at the same time. But yeah, today we're working on a thumbnail for an old playthrough of Majora's Mask that I never finished. I had fun playing it, but then life hit and technology issues, which seem to follow me wherever I go. And it just got to be a bit too much, and then I took a 4-year hiatus. Completely changed how I looked and everything. And, Sunday I might change a little bit again. A little teaser. I've shown a couple of people. I guess for the 5 of you who's here, I can just let you know I made myself a PNG tuber. And I actually came up with a design for my Sona that I really like. And I thought would be fun. So I'm going to debut that at the beginning of tomorrow's stream and see how people react. I hope they like it. I worked pretty hard on it. Ooh, I love that emoji. Cute emoji. My other hobbies, I'm a self-published writer and I've been trying to get back into that. I've been having a lot of story ideas, but finding the motivation to actually sit down and work on that. Motivation is my constant enemy. But I'm also trying to do more art. I do love art. I know I don't have a working tablet anymore. Unfortunately, the drivers don't work with Windows 11, and I don't really know how to make them work, so I don't know what to do about that. I don't even know if I would use a tablet again, given the chance. I kind of like the imperfection of drawing like this. I would eventually like to, gosh, what do I want to say? I had a thought, and of course, the moment I tried to say something about it, my brain's like, you don't need that thought. Throws it to the wind. But yeah, I just wanted to do something relaxing. I did a little bit of DoorDash today. It's been weird getting back into DoorDash after so long. Takes a whole bunch of gas too, so it's really not ideal. I do kind of just like chilling out in my car with the music, though. It is kind of relaxing. But I've been, looking around as well, seeing what I can find. Had a chat with my mother earlier. She said maybe customer service isn't for me. So it's like, maybe, maybe not. I like customer service, but, you know, keep my options open. I'm trying to look at this in an optimistic light. I think that's key, not only to just having the cozy environment I've been trying to maintain in streams, but having a positive outlook on life. I'm actually a bit of a pessimist. I don't know if that's obvious, but I've been trying to look at things more optimistically. Not always easy, but I think it's good for my own mental health. I don't like how that looks. Does that look better? Not quite. Now we get to see me redraw the same line. Oh, of course, once I say that, it decides to cooperate. And again, my husband tells me not to listen to my mother, so maybe I am in a customer service and, you know, maybe it was just a bad environment. Don't know. I'm just trying to chill. I've really been enjoying making these thumbnails, though. I'm a little sad this is the last one I'll be doing for a while, and I'm like, maybe I can make some for others. I don't know if people look for that kind of thing, but I draw a circle. Circle tool, where are you? I think what we're gonna do is make another layer. Of course, I do that and it decides to be perfect. Art's silly. Making something out of little lines is just, I don't know. Mankind is fascinating with what they can create. Oh, yeah. Now I'm second guessing who this is because they're like, they know I'm pessimistic. I've been trying. And again, I have made a lot of shorts about trying to think positively and failing at that, so. Eh. Husband does know best. He knows me better than I know myself, so I kind of trust his judgment. I do want to get better about thinking positive. We'll see. Behind me? Yes, it kind of is. Okay, that's fine. I drew this today and I'm like already forgetting what I've drawn. I am a little sad Two-Face isn't here to keep us company today. He is at work, making the money. I'll be happy to show him what I've created when he gets home, though. Maybe we'll do something together. Maybe play Genshin Impact, maybe Final Fantasy XIV. He's been working on his relic weapon, and I've been trying to help him as best as I can. I personally just haven't cared to do the relic weapon. I am super casual. Have a good night. You take care. Please get some sleep. Yeah, keeping it chill with you guys. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I did this stream. It's nice having someone to talk to. I'm gonna say this again tomorrow, but I actually tried to put myself out there for a VTuber project. Probably not in the best way, but I sure gave it a shot, and I'm gonna give myself credit for that. There's this thing called the Wildcard Club. Some famous VTubers are working on it. It's not really so much a VTuber agency as it is a musical project. There's Amelie, Doki Bird, Rin Penrose. I'm forgetting someone. Iron Mouse. God, how did I forget Iron Mouse? But I was like, the worst they can say is no. Why not just try? I'm not sure how it'll work just because, I'm a PNG tuber, not a VTuber. Two-Face is my soil. Use him to continue growing. I like that. I'm gonna share that with him later. That is such a cute way to look at it. Thank you for the good advice. Yeah, I tried to apply for the wildcard club. Not sure if I'm actually gonna make it in. I don't think it matters if I make it in or not. Just the fact that I tried is something. Was a long period of time I wouldn't try to do things just because I was scared they wouldn't turn out well. Now it's like, who cares if it turns out well so long as I have fun with it. That's the goal anyways. so relaxing. Yeah, I thought about doing commissions. I don't know if I would really charge all that much, but it'd be fun to just do it just so I could do some more art. Maybe one day I'll actually work up the courage to start shading again. I really did like shading. I did some watercolor stuff and it looks super fun and cool. But when you put out like a whole bunch of art and you don't take care of yourself, you kind of get a little burnt out. So, not ideal. Oh yeah, I also after spending so much time factory resetting my computer and thinking I had fixed my issue with Windows 11 that made my PC crash randomly. It happened again. So now it's just like, if it crashes, we'll roll with the punches. Take life one step at a time. Yeah. If I do commissions, I'm trying to figure out what I would do. I'm thinking about doing pre-made uh PNG tubers, keep things simple. Maybe do some custom stuff if people are into that. And especially do like YouTube thumbnails, I think. Those are just fun to make. I like learning how to use the simple version of Canva for it. Yeah, that thing, that looks good. Let's see. I think I've missed it somewhere. Oh, no, no. Looks fun. I do wonder how ads have been treating everybody. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, and they can cut me off right in the middle of a thought. Part of why I'm happy to post my VODs, but it's also like, I don't know. I know people can avoid ads if they, subscribe or do whatever, but money's high for everybody. I'm not gonna force someone to spend money if they don't have it. Plus, if anyone has any questions about things I have to say, I can always just, ask what I was talking about, and I'm happy to repeat myself as long as I'm not doing it again and again. I am not the biggest fan of repeating myself unless there's a good reason, which is kind of ironic considering I have audio processing issues. I don't understand things too well, so it can be a little frustrating to have to repeat you know, hey, what did you say? Because I do want to understand people. I just can't. I don't know. It's like it's not focus. It's the words go into my brain, go in one ear, they scramble, and they get stuck. It's not perfect, but I make do. Not entirely sure how long I'm gonna stream today. I kind of just wanted to get this one picture done and get a little bit of my brain working. I should actually save things though. We're just gonna call this MM for Majora's Mask. I think MM is a good enough title for this. I also made sure to get all my resources beforehand. I don't know why I did that considering there's no reason to be afraid of you guys seeing my screen now that I actually learned window capture is a thing. But, whatever. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. Gotta zoom in real close and get this. And actually remember to turn off the shape tool. You're done with that. I really do like doing art. I've been drawing for about as long as I could pick up a pencil. I remember in middle school I did really crappy like anime drawings. And of course I still do anime. I'm not saying anime is the reason it's crappy. It's more that was my style and my quality wasn't very good. I I know I've improved. I'm still not on like next level whatever you want to call it, next level game sort of thing. I don't even know what next level. I said that and I'm like immediately like, wait, what games did they make again? I feel like it's EA Sports. But I like drawing. It's a little practice every day helps me improve. Now if I could just stop drawing something other than my Sona for like 5 minutes. I know there are other things I need to be working on. I have a zine I need to work on. And that's more writing than drawing. I enjoy it. I am very excited about my piece. I'm trying to make it perfect. But sometimes it's better to have the first draft be done than it is the first draft to be perfect. At least that's what I figured out. Probably after far too long of trying too hard, but as long as I figured it out in the end, that's what counts, right? I am not sure if anyone is new in the chat, but if you are new, hello. I am MarshmallowIchi. I do art sometimes. Now that I figured this out, I mainly play cozy games. I just try to provide a little bit of a peaceful environment in a crazy world. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I realized I didn't get a reference of tattle. I'm gonna do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. It reminds me, I saw something recently that was like, here we go, reference obtained. It was trying to say who's the best Majora's Mask, or who's, bleh, words hard, brain full. Who is the best Zelda companion? And the options were Midna, Navi, King of Red Lions, and then for some reason it showed Tail, Tattle's brother from Majora's Mask, and I'm just like, what are you doing here, fam? Ta-da! Oh yeah, that's supposed to be a secret. PNG Tuber guys, that's what is gonna get unveiled tomorrow. I'm excited. I worked really, really hard on it. And we'll see. A few changes have been made since I started. You know, since I've started this channel. I finally found a design I really liked for the outfit, though. It was heavily inspired by Neptunia, or Hyperdimension Neptunia, specifically the character Neptune. My husband really likes that game, so and he convinced me to watch the anime. I still have the first game from, not the first game. Hold up, trying to get this line before I hold a thought. Uh, the remake first game. So I don't know if that's like the fourth game. I don't really know where that falls in the series. I can always ask Two-Faced about it later. But I have that, and I haven't actually sat down and played it because I'm not really good at RPGs. I think they're neat. I love the story that's in them. But they always seem a bit difficult to me. I like cozy, easy games. I know I could just do the fill tool or something, but I'm doing this for coziness, and just doing the little lines makes me happy. I actually have an art blog. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. I've had it before I created, or I came back to this VTubing, PNG tubing, whatever thing. MarshmallowIchi art on Tumblr. That would show off more of my creations. Back when I was putting a whole bunch of effort into art. Probably more than I should have. But it would be cool to do that much effort again one day. Coloring in the little spots. Yeah, it's a side blog, so it can't follow back. So if anyone does follow that blog, you'll probably get follow back from my main if I do follow back, because I forget to get on Tumblr. I used to doom scroll Tumblr, so I'm going to call that an improvement. But yeah, I like turning these into thumbnails. I ended up making a thumbnail for all of my old YouTube series. I don't know if anyone's going to watch them, but it was just fun putting in the effort in for my own sake. I just kind of wanted to do something cozy and nice for myself. Nothing like a little bit of artist self-care, I think. I also used to do traditional art and color it. I really liked messing with colored pencils, but it got a little time consuming, so I think the last person to use my colored pencils was actually Two-Faced. And I think that was when we were creating a Christmas present for his mother. Oh, that was not supposed to be blue. Duly noted. Blue be gone. Hello to anyone coming in. We're just keeping it cozy with an art stream tonight. I needed to do art, and honestly, a little bit of company never hurts. Not sure how I feel about that line. I might get rid of it. This one right here. Yeah, I think we're gonna get rid of it. Need a smaller and smaller brush has removed spots that I. That is the eraser. That is the opposite of what we want to use. I do want to get better at art. I need to sit down and see, like, a cell shading tutorial. I've always thought cell shading looks super cool and also kind of simplistic. But actually trying to sit down and learn cell shading is a lot harder than saying, oh, cell shading is cool. But that's still a work in progress. Hello, welcome in. Happy to have you. We're just keeping it chill as I slowly work on the thumbnail. That is a cute little avatar. I eventually want to make some avatars that does not need to be blue. I need to make some avatars of my own, but I want to get emote labs first, so that is on hold. That could also be fun to commission if I decide that's something worth looking into. I'd have to teach myself how to do it first, though. I've seen some of the stuff other people do, and I'm like a little bit impressed. They really make those simplistic avatars super pretty, so it's like, with a little bit of practice, a little bit of time, yeah, I can do some fun things too. Okay, that is a. I am blind as a bat, guys, and incredibly forgetful. I'm doing my best. Oh, oh, goodness me. Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate that. I'm not sure if you found me through one of my Discords I self-promote in, or if you just found me because I'm doing art today, but I do appreciate that. Honestly, plan on doing more art. I just haven't decided what I'm going to draw yet. Really relaxing. I do need to come up with what... Okay, that's what I'm coloring. I do need to come up with a playlist. I'd like to have an actual playlist of my favorite songs. For streams like this. Oh, found me through YouTube Shorts. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Hopefully me changing up how the shorts are made hasn't been too jarring. I needed to create a little bit more time for myself, so I am trying something new, and it's been kind of fun. I honestly didn't realize how many YouTube shorts I watched until I actually sat down and started paying attention. Never noticed much until you actually take the time to pay attention, I've realized. A lot of life seems to just go on default mode in your brain. But I wonder what song this is. I'm gonna look. Am I going to find an answer? Who knows? I sure am not. It sounds like New Leaf, though. It has a New Leaf vibe to it. It's probably like one of the late night New Leaf songs. Oh, yeah. Autopilot seems to be the way to go. It also can just make things a little bit easier to process, I've realized. But since you're here and you are going to see my shorts, here's something I did as a sneak peek to everybody else. Ta-da! We're gonna be debuting a new PNG tuber soon. That's gonna show up in my shorts. I made it myself. Super proud of how it turned out. And it was fun deciding the colors for all the little details. I do want to figure out more art stuff though. I want to learn how cell shading works. I want to remind myself how to do my watercolor stuff for my old pieces. I think I haven't done that since maybe March because I took a big ol' art hiatus because I stretched myself a little too thin and I was like, okay, it's time to take a step back and do self-care. It was worth it, but now I don't remember how I did things. Because I kind of just autopiloted the art. Thank you! I'm glad you like it. I'm also considering making a chibi one just to change things up and keep people on their toes. Which PNG tuber am I going to use today? Nobody knows. But that one I haven't actually started yet. I can actually do a sneak peek of it since I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh yeah, I forgot I closed Discord. I lied, guys. We're not doing that today. I do need to start handing out Discord links again. Because I have a community Discord that I just kind of forgot to stop advertising for. Yes. Hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. But yeah, it could be fun to just change up my PNG tuber. Now that I realize I actually can do that, I'm considering picking up another project, but I don't want to stretch myself too thin, and I don't know if it's just easier to stick with the one PNG tuber instead of going, oh, let's make a writing channel. That's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to actually read some writing stuff. I know that. Read some writing stuff. Excellent use of the English language, Ichi. But I'm a self-published author, and I've been trying to figure out how the heck can I get my writing out there? And it's like, well, maybe I could start with reading my own work. Who knows? Maybe I could even have Two-Faced along, because he did help write one of them. And I don't think it would be quite fair to have him not voice the excellent dialogue he wrote. I don't think that'd be quite fair. For new folks, Two-Faced is my husband. He's been a huge support. And he's just kind of helped make everything possible. I love seeing the space filled in. It kind of feels like doing my own little coloring book, except I drew it, I colored it, I made it whole. That's the fun about art, though. You make something that didn't exist before, and you bring it into fruition in the way that just makes you the happiest. Yeah, I think I might start doing art streams every now and then. Maybe if Two-Face has a night off, I can just do a simple art stream. I know the VODs on YouTube won't be as fun. I'm scared of copyright strikes, so I've muted the audio. But that is why we will eventually be looking for copyright-free music. Not tonight. Just wanted to keep it chilled. Yeah, I like the sketchbook pencil for the line art. In my opinion, it just kind of makes the imperfections that'll happen because I'm using the curve tool a little less jarring. It just feels like a fun little sketch that I cleaned up, which it is, considering. Zoom out. Show active layer. This actually is a sketch I did in person. Yeah, I'm doing this without a tablet. For anyone else using Fire Alpaca, a quick and easy way to do this is up here, if you can see my mouse, the shape tool. Use curve and you can draw all kinds of funky lines. It really helps. Thank you. In some of my older pictures, I actually did the extract tools thing, which is, I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's right down here, extract lines. And you can just take your lines from a sketch. And that can do some cool stuff too, but I've just kind of found it cozier to do the line art myself. Again, do it twice. So nice you had to do it twice. Yeah. It cozy. That's the goal here. Yeah, I might start doing art streams when I have the house to myself. I already feel bad enough that I keep Two-Face locked away in the bedroom during my streams. Chair is really squeaky, guys. I don't do it to be mean. I do it because the chair squeaking kept getting picked up on the audio and he felt self-conscious about it. It is his choice to lock himself away, I promise. I've tried to convince him to do his own streams as well. Thank you. Yeah, the Zelda references is because this was for an old playthrough I did. Or at least started 4 years ago. It's been a long time and there were technical difficulties. I may eventually go back to it. Start a new game and just see where it goes. I might also see if I can find a way to let Two-Face stream. Because I'd love to do some cozy stuff with him. I'd love to do like some Zelda randomizers. Or maybe, I'm not going to say a Nuzlocke because our Nuzlocke luck has been absolutely terrible. But just something cozy together. Because I've only gotten to do 2 streams with them, and I didn't get to enjoy one very much because Metroid isn't for me. I am like the ultimate cozy gamer, so I did not like Metroid. I played it because I love him. Things we do for love. But Metroid Zero Mission wasn't for me. The other playthrough we did was Paper Mario, and that was a lot of fun. I do feel a bit bad because I made him read all the audio, or all the dialogue when he wasn't expecting it. So his voice got kind of burnt out. I tried to make him play Thousand Year Door. That needs to be. Yeah, I tried to make him play Thousand Year Door. Unfortunately, back when I tried to do that, the stream did not want to work. The emulator did not want to work. Nothing wanted to work. So I took a 4-year hiatus. You know, as you do. It was for the best, though. I needed to figure some stuff out about myself, get more comfortable in my own skin. Oh yeah, Paper Mario was absolutely one of my favorite series. I I actually got a sticker star on launch because I thought it was going to be another awesome Paper Mario, and I still remember how disappointed I was. I played it through to completion out of spite and sheer perseverance, but it's not my favorite Paper Mario, if put it nicely. But I liked the first 3, and I actually gave Origami King a shot because Two-Face bought it for me, because I was like, I heard it's not bad, but should I get it? Should I not? And I just didn't know, so Two-Face bought it for me because he likes to spoil me, and I want to do things to spoil him. I should make him some art sometime, I think. I don't know what I would make him, especially as a surprise, because I don't think he's in the stream. If he's in the stream, honey, get your butt back to work. But I wouldn't mind drawing his 14 characters again or something. I haven't drawn him any art since his birthday rolled around, and I did a Valentine's piece of his Final Fantasy XIV alt for him. And then I think that was the last piece I did for a while. But yeah, Origami King was better than I gave it credit for. I admittedly got distracted because ADHD brain is a nightmare. But I got to at least the second chapter and was really enjoying it before I got super duper distracted. See, what other games do I like that I wish I could stream? Honestly, wish I could stream. God, I'm listening to the music. Why did I forget the name? Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing. I started in college when my partner at the time, not Two Faced, I borrowed his copy of New Leaf and got super duper hooked, so much so that I had to buy my own copy. I I played New Horizons. I liked it all right, but it didn't hold my interest because I'm here to vibe with cozy animals instead of decorate simulator. Let's see, is that all the blue? I think that is all. I don't know if I'm ever actually going to shade this, so I don't know if I uh need to make all these separate layers. We'll start with hair accessories, part 1. Start with, it doesn't want to copy when I do the button band. Art has been my passion since I was a little kid. As a kid, I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a lot of things, to be honest. I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was a little kid because I loved animals. I wanted to be a computer programmer until I realized how much math that used. I wanted to be a whole bunch of things. I'm still trying to figure out what I am good at, though. Still does not want to let me nicely color things. That is fine. Empath is super hard. If the ADHD is strong. It is like a constant fight with my own attention span. I hope I'm winning. I just realized I forgot to do something on the line art. Let's fix that. We're going to use the shape tool, curve, go back to here. Actually, how do I want to do? Here we go. So over here, I remember to turn the curve tool off. There we go, much better. Much better now that I remember actual parts of my design. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time as well so I can have the stream over by the time Two-Face gets home. I told him I wasn't going to stream, and then I was like, you know what? Good for my mental health. Let's do it. I don't regret it. I'm happy I came here and decided to hang out with people. Yeah, as I was saying, I wanted to be a lot of things. Oops, wrong tool. Trying to think of what else I want to be. I wanted to be an artist. I want to be a veterinarian. I want to be a computer programmer. I want to be a video game designer. I wanted to be all the things. I still kind of want to be and do all the things. These days, I want to be an artist. I want to be a streamer. I want to do fun, cozy things for a living. Still trying to figure out what exactly that means, but even if some people in the YouTube comment shorts called me Unk, I think I'm still young at heart. Why did it? Okay, it kind of lagged for a minute there. I'm like, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Let's see, is there anything else I can color on this? I could probably color the pink part of the hair. Yeah, I don't see why not. Or, oh yeah, the star's touching that. Maybe not. color right here. Yeah, the kids are calling me Unk. I'm apparently old. It's a bit of a surprise because I'm used to people saying, "Oh, you're actually that old." I do not like that color. That color does not look nice. I still don't like it. One of these colors has to look nice. A little more muted. Yeah, that's fine. I like that color. It's not perfect, but I like it. That's what we're using. Yeah, I'm not up with the kids slang these days, so I don't actually really understand what unk means. I know it's shorthand for uncle, but is it like the male version of a hag? Like, I don't know what the slang means. I don't know if the kids are being nice or if they're being supportive. But yeah, I'm used to the opposite. I'm used to people being like, "Oh, you're only this old," and I'm like, "No, surprise! I'm actually this old." They're like, "How?" And I'm like, "I don't know, graceful aging, I guess." But I guess it's just part of getting older. The group I'm in was talking about like usage of the word "unk" and how it's actually like a positive thing. So yeah, I think I'm just not up with the kids slang these days, especially not if I say things like that. Good God, I hope I'm not someone's parents' age. I mean, I guess if they're in their teens, I don't think I'm that old yet. Hope I'm not. Nothing wrong with getting older. I'm not ready to consider myself an adult yet. And, I probably should be a little more aware of the fact that I'm not as young as I used to be, especially because I got my 10-year college graduation reunion, whatever, letter the other day, and it's like, oh, that was that long ago. Ugh. The passage of time is cruel and unyielding. I have not yet gotten used to it. But hopefully I'm more of the cool, fun uncle than a completely out of touch one. I know I'm a little out of touch. Hopefully I'm not completely out of touch. Unless it's out of touch Thursday. The kids still like that? I don't know. I know it was popular on Tumblr for a while. Had a cute little Lucky Star video with it. There we go. I have an idea for the mask. I don't know if it's gonna work. Hear me out on this, guys. The mask is not actually gonna be pink. I'm just testing some. Oh, that looks horrendous right now. But I wanted to test something and I wanted to see if it works. I had an idea, and I'm excited to mess around with it. Okay. We missed a little spot here. There we go. So, what we're gonna try that out, that color, and that color. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, a bit redder. And I think what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna put a clipping list. And I know there's a gradient tool. Uh, Radial? Where do I want to put? Nope, not that way. Trying to figure out how to make this look good. Maybe I need to make a couple of these. Yeah, I think that's what we need. We're gonna duplicate this layer a couple of times. And we're gonna start erasing things. And I think that could actually look pretty cool. Let us find. So let's do gradient. Let's keep it on. Oh, actually, that could be really cool looking. Actually, that looks awesome. And kids call people 23 young? Who knows with kids? I like that. I like how that looks. I am proud of myself for thinking of it. I need to turn the curve tool off again. Flipping layer. Actually go to the gradient tool. Now we gotta figure out how I did this the first time. There we go. And we get the next layer. I like how that looks, actually. I am glad I thought of that. Now we're just going to merge down some layers to make it look a little bit less cluttered. There we go. Trying to keep an eye on time and also everything else. Actually, I think we are going to use this brown color again for the belts. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm trying to do what I can since I don't like shading, but no one said I couldn't use gradient. Well, no one said I couldn't shade except for myself, but that's beside the point. That is. Why did the music stop? Oh, the website crashed. There we go, music's back. Yeah, I am so glad I decided to come here and do this today. Because this is super cozy, super relaxing, and I may just need to do more of these art streams where I just kind of vibe with you guys. There we go, I like that. What else can I color on this? Probably nothing. We'll move on to this. Let's see, what do I want to color next? I'll probably start coloring the eyes, I think. I'm only doing this on so many layers because I don't plan on actually shading it. If I actually planned on shading it, each color would probably get its own layer. And maybe that wouldn't be the case if I actually knew how to cell shade, but that is still a work in progress and I don't want to test things on stream. I could though. Never know how something will turn out until you try. Yay! Gotta make my brush smaller. I might actually just need to start posting like finished drawings on my YouTube. I don't know how that works. Like, is it YouTube posts like where I put poll stuff? I realized I worked hard on my thumbnails, but they're not very big. So it's like, how are you guys going to see them up close? Yeah, I normally make this color. Kind of making this color black, but I think I'm actually going to listen to myself and make it black. colors from my old art. It probably would have made more sense for me to put like Majora's Mask music in the background. But I didn't think about that until right now. Okay, so I don't have my choker down there. What else do I need to color? Ah, my star. I think I would know my own design by now, but apparently I do not. Then again, I did just finalize it like a couple of days ago. I really have enjoyed being a PNG tuber. I avoided it for a while because I'm like, what if I don't like it? But it's actually super fun. What else? I colored the tunic on it. We're gonna do more muted green, I think. We'll see how that looks. You could probably color these leaves the same color. Yeah, I want it to be that. That? Yeah, I like that. I've seen a lot of Jarvis memes lately. Well, especially on a particular page on Facebook. There's these wholesome romance comics called Cha Cha or something like that. They have like this orange haired girl. And they're usually like super wholesome, happy stories, but they don't seem that way since there's a twist. And people keep mentioning, Jarvis, do this in the comments. And I'm like, is that the new meme, kids? Tell Grandpa about the new meme. Ooh, that could be exciting. I don't actually know much about motorcycles, cars, any of that. That seems like a cool skill. I'll definitely do my best to show up for those streams when they start having them. Because Lord knows I could always learn a new thing or two. But yeah, I might start posting my finished YouTube thumbnail pictures in the post for, well, YouTube. I have them on Tumblr. Ah, I have them on Blue Sky and Twitter, but I haven't really been vibing with Blue Sky or Twitter, so I might not do that. Ducks hit the bricks. That's basically how I'm vibing with it. I could stand to color tail this color. Yeah, that'd be fine. I know I got a reference specifically for her, but oh, y'all, I had an idea again. Picking random colors on the color wheel at this point. What do you mean mostly legal? I don't know anything about motorcycles. How does one be mostly legal? Are there like regulations for that sort of thing? Oh, I swear, they're so stinking adorable. I need to make more emotes. One day. One day. That is too big a brush. Here we go. That fun little clipping tool again. I know I did. Oh. Ah, here it is. Color 1, color 2. Let's see what we can do with this. Nope, that apparently G takes me bucket. Let's see, it was trying to do. Eh. Don't know how tools work. Want to make tool look good. If we try to make it. Okay, what if I actually do like this? Oh, actually, we might be getting somewhere. Actually, I like how that looks. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Then we can start coloring things. Yeah, I didn't even think about vehicle numbers. That does make sense. I have to fix. It's gonna bother me. No one's gonna be able to see it. It's gonna be so small no one can see it. But it's going to bother me. But oh yeah, ADHD. I've never been. To be honest, I've never been actually diagnosed, but it's like I have autism. I know that. I've been diagnosed for autism. But I've never actually been diagnosed for ADHD, and it's like, you know, maybe. Because the memes are too relatable. It's like, that is apparently a thing. Yes. Like, I'll know it's there and it'll bother me, so I have to fix it. Yeah, there are a lot of things I want to do for my channel. I want to do more covers. I don't really I don't know how to do that without YouTube potentially copyright striking them. It's not ideal, but it's just something to consider if I do more covers. Because I had fun that one time I was singing Will Wood songs, and it actually helped me get a little bit of self confidence. But because my mother had always told me, I'm not particularly good at singing, but my husband had told me the opposite, so I didn't know who to believe. When I actually sat down and decided to listen to myself for a change, just see what I sounded like, it changed my perspective, put it that way. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make YouTube shorts out of anything in this video, because it'll be a little awkward without the background music. Don't want to get copyright struck and all. But, still post the VOD, just in case anyone wants to, for some reason, have my voice in the background. I should actually save this so I don't forget, though. What did I do? I don't know what I did, but it did a thing. I have no idea how my own tools work. Tries every time. Yeah, I think my eyes are pink as well. It'll be strange having my own custom PNG tuber in my videos instead of, well, the one I'm using now, but I realized I kind of wanted to not just use someone else's art. I wanted to use, especially because it was just, a customizable thing. I couldn't fully make myself the way I wanted to. But it's nice seeing what I actually want to look like. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my brain. Not sure if words make sense when they come out of my mouth. Enhance image. I think that looks good. What else is on this layer? Probably shouldn't thinking. Do I want to do anything fancy with the wing? I don't know how strong my autism is, but I know it is a thing because I finally got diagnosed after a very long time. Okay, so let's see. Gonna keep doing the fun gradient tool because it goes burr and it makes me happy. Gotta get the base color first. Seeing how much I can do at this rate, it's like, when does my husband get off work? It is a surprise. Stretch. I always end up sitting like a shrimp. No matter how many times I try not to, it just ends up that way. I think I need to figure out how to do those Twitch alerts where people can do the bids where it's like, unshrimp, drink some water. Drink some water, actually. I got some flavored water while I was out. Propel. They have a nice kiwi strawberry flavor. I'm trying to drink more water, be a bit healthier. Gradient tool go burr. Because remember, we're not trying to be the best, we're just trying to have fun with it. I think that's gotta be like my new life philosophy. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be fun. I might do the fine tuning after the stream and just post the finished version. Get as much as I can done though. Clipping tool, my beloved friend, you are coming in use once again. Oh, actually, how do I get this where I want it? What? Selecting all the wrong tools. Okay. Yep, I like that. That is good. We're doing that. Merge down. But yeah, it's not so much I have a problem with other people shrimping. It's a problem with my old man knees. Well, what layer is this? What is on this layer? Nothing. Nothing is on this layer. Okay, this layer is that. We're just going to merge that down. There are too many layers, and I stopped labeling them, so I don't know what any of them are. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Got it. Probably color the tunic now. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do on that layer. On this layer right here that I completely forgot about. I don't know if I want to make the sleeves green because technically Young Link has short sleeves. I just I like the long loopy sleeve look. I love long sleeves. I like smacking people with them. I think it's fun. Maybe I'm a little too old for that, but oh well. I don't actually know what a Hydro Blaster is that like where you like a power washer? I have not heard that term before. Yeah, in it for the fun of it, darn it. I really need to get like my Sona's jacket somehow. I don't know how. I feel like getting custom stuff would be a pain, but I know it would make me feel good about myself because I recently discovered, oh yeah, if I wear things that make me feel good about myself, I'll feel good about myself. Oh goodness. I think I've seen videos like that. That's kind of cool. You did that? How do you even get into that line of work? There we go. I actually think it would look better with long sleeves. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know if that's gonna be just part of my character design now. Long sleeve. I mean, hey, never know if you're gonna appreciate or regret your life choices. Like, I thought college was for me. It's for some people. I just. It was not for me. Still trying to figure out what to do with my degree. I have a communications degree, no idea what to do with it. I study journalism, but I don't think any of the local papers are hiring, so it's like, well, what do I do now? And the answer could be freelance blogging, but I don't know. Not a very stable source of income, I'd say. I did used to do freelance blogging as well. Also did blogging for some of the less popular gaming magazines, you know, the clickbaity ones. I'd say a magazine, but it was like an online journal. I enjoyed it, the work well enough, but I didn't have enough to say about anime because when it comes to anime, my tastes are pretty niche, I guess. My favorite anime is still Restaurant to Another World. It's absolutely my favorite book series, manga, all that. Especially book series. The light novels are fantastic and no one can change my mind about that. But unfortunately, anime fans don't want to hear about Restaurant to Another World. They want Naruto. They want Sailor Moon. They want Pokemon. And I tried to keep up with those demands, but after a while, it just felt kind of hollow. Maybe if I did gaming, it'd be a little bit easier because I play Nintendo and cozy games. That's pretty mainstream, I'd say. Don't actually really know how to get back into that. I put a few applications in, so fingers crossed and all that. Just trying to figure out what I'm good at, I think. There's so many things people can do that it's hard to tell what you're good at without just first giving it a try. There we go. Let's see. What do I still need to color? Color the skin, and we need to color that shade of white. Let's do the skin first so I have something to see. I like how I look like I'm wearing an oversized tunic. That's cute. Wonder if I need to color. I feel like that needs to. Did I have any that layer? No, I sure didn't. I still feel like it needs to be pink though. Look better, or does it? It looks. I'm not going to question it. Okay, now we get that color of skin. That sounds weird out of context. Yeah, people do have to be pretty lucky. I know some of my old college, I don't want to say friends because we weren't super close, but people I knew got into some cool stuff. They, one of them has a editing company, which is super cool. And I wish I could have done that. I wish I'd stuck with English instead of going to journalism. I don't know if that would have helped. Oh no, I had a weird feeling that something was wrong with the coloring, so like fix. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just do that on low. And layer. There we go. Now I don't look high as a kite anymore. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna finish up the thumbnail a bit later. Ooh, dude, I want to know how to make stickers. I'm planning on doing art stuff at some point. If people like stickers, I might figure out how to do that. I will figure that out. I am proud of how this turned out. Gotta delete my reference layers, which is 1, 2, and 3. But we'll finish this up. I'll show the finished piece on YouTube, Blue Sky, Tumblr, all the fun places. I'm actually going to finish up the stream for now. But thank you all for dropping by, and I hope you guys have a great day, and you'll